In general, if k is an integer, sine theta and sine theta plus 360k are coterminal angles, so the ratios have the same value. This will be true only if the trigonometric value is well defined. In radian measure, we write these equalities as sine theta is equal to sine theta plus 2 pi multiplied by k, k being an integer. And this fact is true for all the other trigonometric ratios. A simple way to find the coterminal angle of 1230 is to divide by 360. And when we do, the remainder will be coterminal to 1230. And the remainder, when we divide by 360, is 150. So 150 is coterminal to 1230. 150 is a second quadrant angle. So the reference angle for 150 will be 180 minus 150. So that angle will be 30 degrees. And remember that sine in the second quadrant is positive. So sine 1230 is equal to sine 30. And sine 30 is equal to 1/2. One way to solve 7 is to convert 35 pi over 3 into degrees. So we're going to multiply 35 pi over 3 by 180 degrees over pi. Pi will get cancelled. 180 divided by 3 is 60. So we get 35 multiplied by 60. 35 multiplied by 60 2,100 degrees. Okay. Now for the coterminal angle, we're going to divide 2,100 by 360. Goes evenly into it 5 times. 18 0 0 3 0. So the remainder is the coterminal angle. We need a reference angle for 300. 300 degrees is a fourth quadrant angle. So the reference angle is 360 full rotation minus 300 degrees. So the reference angle is 60 degrees. And cotangent of a fourth quadrant angle is negative. So cotangent 35 pi over 3 is equal to negative cotangent 60. And cotangent 60 is adjacent over opposite, so it's negative 1 over square root of 3. When rationalized, it's equal to negative square root of 3 over 3. Using reference angles, we're going to calculate tangent negative 11 pi over 3. First, we're going to convert negative 11 pi over 3 into degrees. Negative 11 pi over 3 times 180 degrees over pi will be equal to negative 11 times 60. 180 divided by 3. Negative 660 degrees. Now, gonna look for the coterminal angle. 660 degrees divided by 360 goes into it once. Minus 360. 0, 0, 3. So negative 300 is coterminal to negative 11 pi over 3. And negative 300 is really, when you add 360 to it, is really 60 degrees counterclockwise. Now, the tangent of 60 degrees, because 60 degrees is its own reference angle, the tangent of 60 degrees is positive, and it's equal to square root of 3 over 1. We're going to convert for 9 negative 53 pi over 4 into degrees. Pi will cancel, and 180 divided by 4 is 45, so it's negative 53 times 45 degrees. The answer is negative 2,385. And when we divide by 360, we get negative 225 as the coterminal angle, which is counterclockwise 135 degrees. The reference angle for 135 degrees, which is a second quadrant angle, is 180 minus 135, which is 45 degrees. Now remember that our angle is a second quadrant angle, and cosine is negative. Secant is 1 over cosine. Therefore, secant negative 53 pi over 4 is equal to negative secant 45 degrees. So it's negative, and secant 45 is square root of 2.